Boo, guess who's back? It's me. If you have totally forgotten who I am because it's been 7 months since I posted, hi, I'm May, like the month, and today I'm going to be doing a beauty tier list. I thought it would be a fun way to get back into YouTube because I love watching tier lists and there's so many great beauty ones out there. I just wanted to do my own version with my own perspective. Also, if you are admiring my tank top, this is the third collaboration that I did with Blush Lingerie. It has this like fun little neckline, it has little garter straps at the bottom and an open back because y'all know I'm a sucker for that. And there's a romper, a jumpsuit, bralette, bottoms, there's a bunch, so I'm gonna link that at the bottom of my bio and I hope you enjoy. Quick disclaimer, these are just my opinions as always, and I hope you enjoy this video. Look at me setting up my cute little tier list. So on the side there's the categories, so I put the best as Chef's Kiss. After that is A+, and then it's lovely, so it's just like, oh yeah, lovely products, doesn't wow me or anything, but I do enjoy it. The smiley face is, you know that expression that people give when they just like walk by the street. It's just it's that. So it's average, mid-tier. This one is how and why. It's questionable, like how and why. Like choices everyone's made. And then after that is crust. As you all know, crust is probably my least favorite word in the English dictionary, so you know, not my favorite, doesn't set my soul on fire or anything like that. And then after is Voldemort. Just don't talk about it. I just don't like it, appreciate it. I probably will never mention it on my social media beyond this tier list. So we're starting it off with NYX Cosmetics. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but NYX was one of my first makeup retail jobs that I ever had. And I don't think I signed an NDA when I left, did I? No, I just left. So I know a lot about their products because I had to get trained in it and everything. And in my opinion, there are their hero products that I still go back and use, like for example, the NYX Epic Ink Liner. However, there are so many products and a lot of them are hit and misses. So therefore, I'm going to put NYX in just this tier. I probably should have worded it, but it's just the smiley tier, average. So next is Morphe brushes, or Morphe Cosmetics. My first interaction with Morphe was at IMATS. So like they had their brushes, I'm pretty sure the Jaclyn Hill palette came out, and that was everyone's like bread and butter. Everyone was really excited about it. For me nowadays, I don't have Morphe anything in my collection anymore. I just don't find that they wow me. It's just not something, like when they have new launches, I don't, you know, I don't get excited by them. Oh, I'm starting off brutal, aren't I? Yeah, I find them quite, you know, flatlining. It's quite monotone for me. I'm also going to put them in the, I don't want to put NYX in NYX. Okay, I'll put NYX in Lovely, and then I'll put Morphe in the smiley face. Next on the list is MAC Cosmetics. I remember when I was younger saving up all my money, literally like coins. I was counting nickels, dimes to buy the Russian red lipstick and also the Japanese maple lipstick. MAC to me was always the staple of like professional makeup. Every time I like went to ballet recitals or dance recitals, there was always just like a MAC kit out there. And I don't think their popularity for them being like a core kit staple is ever going to leave. I've seen like multiple forums and threads being like, oh, is MAC Cosmetics dying? And I don't think it'll ever will. It's just, they're such a household name where it's never gonna go away. Speaking to MAC nowadays, from my perspective, when it comes to like their collections and their launches, nothing really speaks to me personally. I cannot tell you the last time I purchased a MAC product. And some of their collections that they put out, I personally think are quite questionable. Like, why? Hence why I'm gonna put it in the how and why category. Boom, see, that category makes sense, right? About face, okay. I love Halsey. For some reason, I get celebrity impersonate, no, that's not the right word. People come into my DM sometimes like, oh, you know, you look a lot like Halsey, and I'm like, in what world? In this economy? It's a compliment, but I don't see it at all, and I get that comparison, that's the word, quite often, that I look or sound or, yeah, I look like Halsey and I don't get it, but I appreciate it. I'm quite flattered. I have received their launches, which I'm very, very grateful for. I think the hero products, in my opinion, are the eye paints. So the ones that come, the twisty, it comes in a bunch of amazing colors. The consistency is fantastic. I use them every time I do like a more colorful, bold look. I reach to those as a base consistently every single time. Their lip products I don't reach for, unfortunately. I guess I'm just not really a matte liquid lipstick kind of gal anymore. Shout out to 2015 May, where all I would put is like, oh god, do you remember when the like beige purple liquid line like lipstick came out and everyone was like gagged for it? And then I purchased it being like, oh, it's gonna work for me, it's gonna work for everyone else, not like taking into account that I have a very olive golden undertone, so I just look like a corpse the entire time. I'm just tangenting. As a brand, I think that they're doing some really exciting things and their formulations are beautiful, so I'm gonna put About Face in the A+ tier. Charlotte Tilbury. I know they're huge on TikTok. Everyone and their mom and their dad and talks about it. Charlotte Tilbury is on everyone's Christmas list, and it's for a good reason. Every time I'm doing more of a natural makeup look, I always reach for Charlotte Tilbury. I'm wearing their Peach Gasm blush right now. I'm wearing their finishing powder. The products that she does is not for like the more bold or like my other side of makeup that I do. They do natural, beautiful, like, you know, 90s supermodel aesthetic makeup, and they do it so well. She does amazing products, and that's why it's all sold out every single time. And I am here trying to fist fight someone for another Peach Gasm blush. Anyways, so I'm gonna put it in A+. Next, we have Sugarpill. Sugarpill is another one of those brands that I have saved up all my money. I remember it's like 121 USD, like including shipping. I remember that number. That's how much it costs to get their Pro palette. And I still have it. You see on my eyeshadow declutter videos, like the palette will come up and I'm like, this is a keep. Every single time it's a keep, and I've had that palette for maybe 4 or 5 years now. Their eyeshadows, the colorful ones, it's just, you can't beat it. Taco, Bulletproof, Buttercup, Hypnotic. Wow, I still remember these, that's impressive. Those eyeshadows are my core eyeshadows. They come in huge pans. You're never gonna finish. I think I finished a white eyeshadow recently and I give myself a pat on the back. Their products are a staple in my whole life, and definitely a desert island product for me. So I will have to put them in Chef's Kiss. I love Sugarpill. Fenty Beauty, my girl. Rihanna can do no wrong in my eyes. That it's going to be a very biased take. I'm putting her in Chef's Kiss. No explanation necessary. Everything that she does, everything that Rihanna has created, and you know, she trailblazed a lot for the beauty community in terms of like shade range and products, inclusivity, like accessibility, all that stuff. I have tried basically every single product in that range. I thoroughly enjoy it personally. I think the only one that I did not agree with as of recent was the Fenty skin line in terms of it being so fragranced, but you know, she came out with a non-fragranced skincare, and the fat water is, you know, my everyday morning staple. And the lipstick stains. It stains, it does its job. However, you know, this is a person, I'm talking from me. This is just my opinion. In my opinion, the shades don't really match me. But it is a beautiful formula, and it's Rihanna. Danessa Myricks Beauty. I have tried her color fix. I have tried the multi-chrome, the liquid one, the one that comes like that. I've tried the pot ones in one shade. For me, it's a beautiful finish. However, it's quite heavy on the eyes. This is turning out to be like a mini review for everything. But I've tried her skin products. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me. It just, something about the ingredient makeup just doesn't sit on my skin very well. It tends to separate a little bit. Gorgeous finish for the camera. However, for longevity purposes for the camera, it doesn't work out for me. I'm gonna put Danessa Myricks in Lovely. Chanel Beauty. I guess other designer house brands can fall under Chanel as well when it comes to my opinion. They don't wow me. Personally, I've tried like the Chanel foundation, I've tried their Soleil, the big one, the bronzer. I've tried other, like the Givenchy, the Armani. It's I just don't think I'm the right demographic for it, where like I can see other people like loving it, repurchasing it, going back to it, but for me, and the price tag, and it's definitely like a vanity product where people like put it out for display because the packaging is so beautiful. But if you see the state of my room right now, like it's, you know, I don't feel like I personally am that person. So I'm gonna put Chanel and like house brands in, I'm gonna put on how and why. I can see them doing amazing things, or they have the money and they have the resources, and like obviously there is an audience for them to do more. And I feel like they just stay in their own lane and they don't, I don't know. I saw like I think I saw a post about like new foundation releases, and the shade range was like 12 of them, and they were just not for anyone. They were not for me either. Like when I'm the medium to dark range to the dark range, there's a problem there. Like I consider myself, like after like the Fenty Beauty came out, after Pat McGrath has her whole range and all these, I now consider myself a light to medium. Whereas in like the designer core house brands, I'm a medium to dark. It blows my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna put how and why. You have a lot of money, make more shades, more people will come. ColourPop. I remember getting their matte sticks. I'm making the same motion for every single product I'm describing, feeling like you guys are going to understand where I'm coming from. I remember, yeah, getting their matte lipsticks back in the day, and their Super Shock eyeshadows, and like $5. That's, you know, within my budget, super accessible. I have loved this brand for, you know, ever since their conception. I feel like there was a moment, maybe there still is a moment in time for ColourPop where like their collections that they're coming out with is just so overwhelming. Like none of these collections have their moment to shine rightly, especially like, you know, when it comes to beauty influencer collaborations or something like that. I feel like they just don't get their moment to live and let live. It just, motorcycle. It's just always, okay, what's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? And so yeah, I personally think it's quite overwhelming. And for me, again, in my opinion, it's nice to just, you know, slow your roll, take a breath, let every collection have like a breather and then go on to the next one. However, that being said, the products that they do correctly and for a really accessible price point, which I appreciate as well. Especially when it comes to like their more fun, like out there, colorful makeup. I've noticed when it comes to quality, colorful makeup, they usually have a higher price point, whereas ColourPop, they have those colors, but they're still $5. So it's a great brand for anyone that wants to get into makeup and to have fun and play with makeup, and that's something that I appreciate. So I'm gonna put them in lovely. She Glam Voldemort. I said what I said. Okay, so e.l.f. Eyes, Lips, Face. I enjoy their products. I understand their kind of brand, their branding and their marketing nowadays is leaning more towards more accessible dupes. For example, like their Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, or, you know, the Milk Hydro Grip. They come out with their own products. I see what they're doing and I appreciate it in a way, I guess. Also the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, like they've done a dupe of that as well. Their dupes are really, really good. I have their primer and I enjoy it. None of the Brow Freeze products work for me, literally none. I don't reach for their products in terms of like my everyday wear. Actually, no, that's a lie. Their beauty blender is really good. The cookies and cream, it's quite cute. It's like a little swirly boy. That one I really love, and I think it was like $5. So yeah, no, the products they come out with are really good. It's just not something that I reach for on an everyday basis beyond that beauty blender. So I'm gonna put e.l.f. in the smileys. Glossier, me and Glossier on YouTube, you know, I ripped into them a little bit and then I like co-signed them for a little bit, and now where am I? I visited their LA storefront back when I was in LA, picked up a couple of products from them, I've read so much into the business side of Glossier when it comes to like they only do e-commerce on their own website. They keep on creating these storefronts when really the want for a storefront isn't there. There's a lot of questions. And it's like, why aren't they going to Ulta? Why aren't they going to Sephora? And I guess now they are. I've read recently they're going into Sephora. I feel like Glossier is the core brand. You know, like that saying, it's like X could walk so Y could run. Glossier walked so many other brands could run, where Glossier was known for like, you know, mascara and chapstick. They're known for very effortless, super minimal, barely there makeup. And now, since that has created that popularity, other brands have come out and they've done a better job. Like for me, I can think of, you know, Merit Beauty, there's Lawless, there's Say, there's Rare Beauty, there's so many, and they have superseded Glossier, where all these brands that have now done what Glossier has done, but they're more accessible. Like it's a perfect storm, right? Where unfortunately Glossier doesn't have that limelight anymore because no one talks about them. Plus I don't think they ship to Europe anyways, which is a huge market. I'm gonna put Glossier in... Oh, it's gone. Oh no. Okay, well, you can kind of see it there. Sorry. It was a PNG. I didn't know that. This is my first tier list. Alright, I'm learning. KVD. Fun fact, KVD was the first ever PR package I've ever gotten, and they were the first brand that flew me out to an influencer trip / party thing. I do thank them for giving me a chance, because back then I think I had like 3,000 followers. I wasn't a big wig back then, so I appreciate and I'm grateful for them to like give or take a chance on me, and I appreciate that. However, with controversy on top of controversy, Kat Von D stepped away and KVD, like I just don't think that their latest launches have caught my eye in any way. They came out with that recyclable palette. They came out with their Good Apple foundation and concealer, which, you know, for me doesn't super work because I have combo skin. I don't have anything from them anymore. They have like their core values and their messaging. However, their products just it seems like all over the place just for me. And when I see like the stand at Sephora, I'm just like, I don't know what's happening and what's going on. So I'm gonna put KVD in crust. Next up, we have Juvia's Place. Voldemort. I feel like Voldemort, like every time I'm just gonna have like a little bit of silence, but I think Juvia's Place needs a little bit of explanation why I chose Voldemort personally. A lot of people really rate them. They really love Juvia's Place, and I don't have any products personally. I've never purchased any products. However, I saw recently, like maybe a month or two ago, just it was either the owner or like a representative of Juvia's Place doing an eyeshadow tutorial and just saying like the worst Asian slur that I've ever, like anyone could ever say to an Asian person. And they said it so nonchalantly. Wow, okay. They said it so nonchalantly and like didn't even skip a beat, didn't even take a breath, like just carried it, like kept it pushing. Oh, you can see that I'm like starting to get like slightly angry, slightly to a lot angry. When it comes to just watching that video, my mouth agape, frothing. I felt feral. For a representative or like the owner essentially co-signing it, because it was a video. It was an edited video that they posted everywhere, and they were like, yeah, that's fine, that's cool. No, that doesn't work that way, and it doesn't work with me. It's where I saw it. I will never support Juvia's Place, and I don't co-sign it at all. It just, oh god, I feel animalistic. Milk makeup. I love Milk makeup. I love them. I love their Hydro Grip. I love their little cheek sticks. I wish they still came in like the big, like the pistol grip size of the cheek blush sticks, and now they're quite tiny. I love the big ones. I just think it's felt like a coloring book. However, their latest launches, what are the latest launches? Oh, we got a bronzer. The blushes that came in the squeezy tube. I love the bronzer a lot. I should probably pull that back out soon. It's like the perfect like summer bronzer. Milk, I'm gonna put A+. I love their products. The only miss for me when it comes to Milk makeup were the like chalk glitter sticks. I feel like that product in particular wasn't too consumer friendly or user friendly, and the quality of it was chalky. I tried it with my finger. I tried to put it like, you know, on my eye, and I tried it with a brush and it just didn't work out for me. However, Milk makeup can't do anything wrong in my eyes, except those. Anyways, Makeup Revolution. I've tried a couple of their products and I have received a couple of items in PR where it's so obviously dupe-ish, but they're not good. Like, it's like borderline like copyright infringement, the stuff that they're doing, and then when you try the product on, you're like, oh, this is not good. I don't find myself like running out and purchasing a product for them. It is what it is. I'm gonna put them in crust. Pat McGrath, Chef's Kiss. I have not found an eyeshadow that resembles or even compares, like the glittery eyeshadows that compares to Pat McGrath. They do glitters so well. My best friend recently got married and I was a makeup artist, very exciting. And we used basically all Pat McGrath products and it lasted the entire day, the entire like 16 hours. And Danny still looked fresh and glowing and beautiful. And the foundation, I actually purchased it for myself to try it out on my skin type and tone. And it looks incredible at all. I have like her lip glosses that I reach for every single time. I have like, yeah, I have 4 of her eyeshadow palettes. They're gorgeous. The price point it's spicy, very spicy. However, I will pay that for that kind of glitter. I love sparkles. Tower 28, another chef's kiss for me. I tried their blushes at first. Incredible blushes, and their shades are so beautiful. And their SOS spray does work for my skin type, where before it would help calm like acne and any redness that I have. I'm sticking to this chair. Toronto has recently gone in a heat wave, you know, like everywhere else in the world, and it is just like 32 degrees is the normal the past like week and a half. So I'm sticking to everything. One of the reasons why I love being bold. Anyways, Tower 28 SOS spray. Back when I had acne, it was amazing for calming my acne and calming the redness. And as you all know, I'm not even sure if I mentioned all this. No, I haven't. But I started Accutane. I finished Accutane. So the 6 months that I was gone, I was on Accutane. And my skin has been, I'm not even wearing foundation. Look at that. So clouded. Yeah. I think it's been a month or 2 since I've been off Accutane. I've been getting a couple, you know, dots recently. But that's just me and my love of spicy food. And me still figuring out like what my perfect skincare routine is. I'm making up excuses for myself to make myself feel better, but I feel like it's also like the humidity that we've been experiencing lately. It's just, my skin is settling in. So I use the SOS spray now because my skin after Accutane is very, very sensitive. I can't use fragrance on my face anymore. I can't use like very strong active ingredients like glycolic, lactic, salicylic. I can't use those in a high percentage anymore. Anything that doesn't agree with my skin, now my body will tell me immediately, where I'll break out in hives, I'll be super itchy, my face gets all inflamed. So when I'm experiencing those moments, I use the SOS spray and it just calms everything down and it doesn't make my skin feel tight. The one product that I do want to try from them is the, that's what I forgot about, YouTube videos and sparkling water. Okay. The one thing I want to try from them, I just waiting for my shade to be back in stock, is their sunscreen, their tinted sunscreen. Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Chef's Kiss. Have you seen their palettes? She does absolutely immaculate job at creating color stories and eyeshadows that are just so pigmented and perfect, and they have that blendability as well, where you can just put literally every single color on your face and you'll see that true color and you can blend it into others. I have hit pan on the original Blends palette and I have the rest. I just don't, you try to take them away from me. Try. It's fantastic. And I know she recently came out with the Primal palette. This is not an ad, by the way. I just like hyping on my friends. She came out with her Primal palette recently, and there's something like, it's the small things that are so ingenious to me, where she put at the bottom, I'll put a picture here, at the bottom she put like a huge thing of white eyeshadow and a huge thing of black eyeshadow, because she knows, because she's a makeup artist herself, that those are the colors that people reach for the most. So why not have a bigger pan? It's just so smart. Half Magic by Donnie Davy. Donnie is the key makeup artist for Euphoria, and you know, we know the impact that Euphoria makeup has had on the world, where Half Magic just seems correct. I have her duo-sided lipstick things, which come in a bunch of different colors, which is so cool. Like, I think there was a pink, like a neon pink lip liner in the center. You can like halo it out to like a light blue. I think that's incredible. And I have to give kudos and props there, where that's the first launch, and that's like, you're not slowly dipping your toes, oh, here's a nude, you know, here's like a red. It's like, nope, you're getting a blue lipstick, and I rate that. I've tried their eye paints as well. I wish I tried them a little bit more before getting into this video, so I can come up with like a fully formed opinion. Formula wise, I find that the lipsticks are quite, they do have a little bit of a pull to them, which is good in a way where you know that they're long lasting because they're really matte. However, for me, I had a kind of a tough time using them, and their eye paints, between her eye paints and the About Face ones, I feel like I have gravitated more towards the About Face ones. It's just a personal preference. I do like a thicker, like almost leaning towards like acrylic paint kind of texture. That's why I go for the About Face, where I feel like Half Magic is has more of a viscosity to it. It's more liquidy. And so yeah, I think I just need to play with those more. I'm gonna put Half Magic in Lovely. Rare Beauty, chef's kiss. Just like all these little, only 6 brands, just little kisses for all of them. Just love you. Rare Beauty, I will be the first person to admit that I turned my nose at just like hearing that Selena Gomez, like another celebrity came out with a makeup brand. Oh God, like, don't we have enough? When will it all end? However, Selena Gomez has done a stunning job. Blushes, their pore diffusing primer, I've gone through 3 of those, where like I think I'm wearing it right now actually. The only product that I haven't really loved was the eyeshadow palette. Their liquid lipsticks aren't super drying. It's like actually moussey, and it feels nice on the skin, on the lips. The blushes, I have all of them. I love the powder in the light shade. I'm wearing it right now as well, like just right in here, a little bit on my forehead. Oh, so good. With Rare Beauty and her pigmentation, I can use it for my more out there makeup and for my natural makeup. The blendability is there, everything is there. Selena did a fantastic job, and I will, if I see her, if I meet her in real life, I will formally apologize to her in a PowerPoint presentation. Apologize to her for doubting her in the beginning. And Urban Decay, credit where credit's due, the De-Slick setting sprays. It's top notch. It's a setting spray that I have bought, I think 3 or 4 of, and I have a backup. I never buy backups, but that is the setting spray, and like one of the only products that I do have a replenishment of, because once it runs out, I have nothing else. I have no other options when it comes to setting spray. I love that one so much. And oh, I'm not sure, can I say this? You know what? I am going to be on a certain TV show as a guest judge. I feel, is that enough context, Liz? And when I was finishing off my makeup, I didn't have a setting spray, so I asked the key makeup artist if I can borrow some, and they gave me the De-Slick to use. And after that I was hooked, because that setting spray, I swear, like, it just made my makeup, number 1, look gorgeous. The powder just melted right into my skin, and number 2, it lasted throughout like a long shoot day, where I was like, you know, 1 set, another set, you know, I'm eating, I'm moving my face, I'm laughing, I'm almost crying, da 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 da. all the range of emotion, the de-slick was there with me. However, here we go. The other products, I remember when Naked 1, 2, and 3 came out, and that was kind of the similar, oh, I forgot to put Anastasia on this one as well. Anastasia goes on. I feel like every time I do the smile, it's going to be different, but it's going to be in the, that's for Anastasia, I forgot to put that in. But yeah, I remember when Urban Decay came out with Naked 1, 2, and 3, and it had this similar hype. This is basically even like the beginning stages of social media, where like it was comparable to Anastasia Beverly Hills when Modern Renaissance came out and Subculture and all that. Like everyone loved those palettes, and I found personally that Urban Decay just like stuck there. They're like, Naked 1, 2, and 3. Everyone's gonna love it till the end of time. Nothing's gonna happen, and that is true. Nothing really did happen, and it's a shame. I really do love the brand. I feel like Urban Decay, their products didn't really withstand the test of time. There's so many other makeup brands out there who are doing something similar. I can't even tell you the last launch that they've had. Oh, they had their little Vice, their lipsticks, right? That was exciting. I really liked the campaign for that, the model that they chose. I think their name slips me. For me personally, beyond the de-slick spray, I haven't reached for anything else, nor have I purchased anything else that from the brand that, you know, excited me. So I'm gonna put Urban Decay in the as well. And that's it. That's my tier list. I feel like I blacked out for 70% of that, so this is just my instinctual choices of where to put everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a chatty one. You know, I get to talk about my opinions, which I love. I love talking about myself. I'm a Virgo. Anyways, that's it. That's me. I'll see you when I see ya.